All right, so I take a day off, and this is what you guys do. The SPY got hit pretty hard. Dow's down almost 800 points, NASDAQ down over 500 and something. Now, the last day I took off, I don't take a lot of days off, was this big green day right here. Probably the biggest day ever for the market in one day. That was my anniversary. So I took that day off, and then I took today off. So I guess if nothing else, there's a lesson here. Something's going to happen when I'm gone, right? So we got a lot of bounce plays on watch for tomorrow. I'll go into those in a second. I have no idea. I can't highlight any trades today because I wasn't there. I hope you guys found some stuff to trade. Um, and let me go into what I want to watch tomorrow for trading. NESR held up really well in a week tape, right? I've got that. My stocks. I mean, my charts are a little skewed because I've got the settings a little different because I'm using my chart with the 200 day on it because I got a couple charts where that's relevant. So they look a little different than normal. But anyway, so NESR is pretty close to recent highs. I want to watch that. Great strength today. CYCU, you can't see anything here. Let me try to zoom in. Had nice volume today. Had a pop back here, pulled back, and then really strong in a week tape. Topped out at 496. It went to 538, by the way, in after hours. Some of you after hours players may have found a way in it. Anyway, that one's definitely worth watching. It's trading at 483 right now, but still pretty strong in after hours, so that goes on the watch list. QNRX, big volume a few days ago, sold off and is right back up near recent highs, so that one's worth watching to me. LFS, it feels like nobody's watching it already, right? What trade about 1 million shares today after 3 sessions ago, trading 35 million. That happens a lot anymore, and I really don't. I guess algos get a hold of it on that day, and then everyone forgets about it 2 days later. But I'm still going to treat that as a potential bounce play. If that goes into a narrow range for a while and then breaks the high of day, like maybe in the afternoon with some volume, you might get the crowd saying, "Oh, here goes LFS again." And so if we're on it, we could catch an early entry. That's why it's on watch. But again, almost no volume today. All right, now a slew of bounce plays. IREN. It's just, again, one of the strongest stocks in the world, and now, 5-6 days in a row down. It just could give a nice snapback bounce, so that one deserves to be on watch. Same with CIFR. I mean, these things have just fallen off a cliff, so they could. To me, that's a recipe for a decent snapback bounce. I like bounce plays. You guys know I only trade them if we get a bounce play set up on an intraday basis. EOSE, kind of the same thing. Really strong stock, and it's down, a few days in a row. Got some support in this area. So I like that for a potential bounce tomorrow. IONQ. The reason I like this, I mean, it's pretty beaten up, but the 200 day kind of lines up with some support right there. And a lot of times, if you get a weak stock and then gaps down to the 200 day, I don't know if it's going to or not, that could actually be a good entry. So we'll watch that one. LUMN, also a recent strong stock. Now it's several days in a row down. Just looking for a snapback bounce. Same with CORZ, pretty beaten up. NBIS. These are all some of the biggest names we've been trading, right? And pretty ugly now. I typed that wrong. I knew that chart didn't look right. NBIS. A little bit of a bottoming tail there too. Got down into this gap a little bit today. To me, that's one of the more interesting ones just because it was such a big name and now pretty beaten up. OS, a different kind of a bounce play, a recent strong stock that's just down a few days in a row on declining volume. And then BE, another one that was a big name just recently, probably hit all-time highs. I don't know. My chart didn't go back that far, but and now straight down into the 50-day and a big day today. So another recipe for a possible snapback bounce. And that's it. I'll see you guys in the pre-market. We'll add some gappers to this list, and let's have a great Friday.